What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm super excited to bring you my next guest. He's an incredible digital marketer and web designer with a mission to help business owners implant and automate sales systems that maximize revenue effortlessly, efficiently, and in less time. He's also put together an amazing training that you can take advantage of called Sales Funnel Mastery. It's 5 ways to make money using Clickfunnels starting today. And you can actually get that for free over at his website, cfmasterycourse.com. So welcome to the show, Doug Boughton.
What's up, Corey, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
super pumped to be here.
Yeah, stoked to have you on, dude. And I appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here and hopefully share some insight and wisdom with our audience. Your story and how you've gotten to where you are today, which is an amazing story. I can't wait to get into it. And it's going to give a lot of people a lot of encouragement and hopefully some inspiration to get on their own journey. But I got to ask you a question, man, because I recently saw a picture that you had posted on your Facebook, which I think it was you and your grandmother maybe, and it said something about paying back some student loans. So you got to share that story with us.
Oh, man, that's where it all started. Honestly, that's a great question because when I was in college, I actually really struggled with my student loans. I remember finishing school and I got home and 6 months later you get that phone call and they're like, hey, how about this first student loan bill? And I was looking at it and I said, wow, that's a lot more than I expected. So I originally took out $58,000 for a 5-year program. You know, each year you take out a loan, sometimes multiple loans. And it was $114,000, my student loan debt. And I said, why did this pretty much double? They go, oh, well, yeah, that's accrued interest from day one of signing your loans. And no one taught me anything about subsidized versus unsubsidized and accrued interest. I didn't know that you accrue interest while you're in school, 18-year-old stubborn me. And so my grandmother co-signed my senior year. I needed to get a loan. I couldn't use my original co-signer. My mother, she already signed my first 3. So they're like, well, you need a new co-signer. And I said, okay. And I'm like, well, who can I ask? That's a big burden to put on somebody. And she signed for me, even with the questions in her mind, is this going to affect my credit? What if he doesn't graduate and get a job? What if he misses payments? And all those things came true. I didn't finish college. I missed payments. I messed up her credit. And I was like, damn, when I am able to, I'm paying this thing off in full, I promise you. And this past Mother's Day, I was able to pay off almost $14,000 on that note and just kind of wrote a nice letter to her, thanking her for the opportunity for everything she did for me. And I gave it to her and I was just really proud to pay off that loan. And my mission is to get out of debt this year. And I'm on my way.
That's awesome, man. That is such a cool story to be able to share, and I love that your family was there. They were there to support you. They were there to make sure that, you had the opportunity to get that education. And here you are repaying that favor, and creating a business for yourself as well. So actually, I didn't realize that you didn't finish college. So you didn't actually finish?
I didn't finish, man. After all that debt, all that time, I actually middle of the year got a job opportunity to go. I was going door to door actually selling office supplies to businesses for a subsidiary of Staples called Quill, and it was a sales training, a management training program where you start at the bottom and you start building a team. Once you hit a team, you get to open up your own branch. So I went up to Hartford to become an assistant manager, we interviewed people every day. And of course, half the interviews left by lunch because they found out it's a 100% commission job. The ones that do stay, now you train them. So some days I'd be in the field with interviews, trainers. It'd be 4 of us walking to a business. And it's just like, I enjoyed it, but it's a 100% commission job. You got to hustle. But that's why I left school for that opportunity of chasing the dream to own my own business. So I knew I wanted to do something in that regard.
So what did you actually go to school for?
Marketing and finance, dual concentration. So it was a 5-year internship program. So Drexel University, they have you do a 5-year program. You go to school for 6 months and then you intern for 6 months. So you get real life experience through those 5 years. That's why it's an extra year.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I guess the reason why I asked that is because has entrepreneurship and owning your own business, has that always been a goal for you? Or Did you think you were going to go, into like an agency as a marketer?
Oh man, I had no plan. I just know I don't like working for people. I found that out quick in college. I think I got fired from every one of my internships. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but man, I hated showing up. You're a minute late, they break your balls. Like I'm just someone that I'm meant to work for myself and create my own reality. And I tried so hard in the beginning when I left college and was working that door-to-door job. I wasn't paying the bills. Like those student loan bills were $650 and just interest alone every month. Just interest alone, So that's all I couldn't even afford that. So I'm paying interest only, not even paying towards the principal. So imagine that. It's almost like robbery. But I pursued multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing. I counted 27 opportunities in my 20s trying to make something happen. And I finally just gave up on the last one because I had built a massive team. I was making my first 10K a month. And all of a sudden the company changed one thing. And I lost my entire team. And it's like, that's not cool. So I took a few years off, ended up working in restaurants. Again, just like I like flexibility in my schedule, and being a server bartender, I could make my own schedule, still make, good money. A decent week was like $800 to $1,200 a week cash. So that was a fit for me. And then again, just struggling to pay bills, even making that income. And I'm like, I need to do something. So, got back into the marketing world to find and discover the beautiful Clickfunnels.
Yeah, no doubt. So explain to anybody listening who is not aware of what Clickfunnels is.
Sure.
What it is, and then sort of like, talk to us about your business model now and the success that you've been seeing recently.
Yeah, absolutely. So Clickfunnels is a marketing automation tool. And, working in different business opportunities, I was searching for an easy way to create landing pages and websites and do marketing automation for essentially myself at the time when I was doing all these promotions. And I found optimized press, and it was just difficult. I'm not like that technical of a guy, so I really struggled. And I saw an ad one day for ClickFunnels, and they're in Octagon, and this guy's building a website. He's a developer. And then across from him is this woman who's building a landing page with ClickFunnels. She did it in like 10 minutes, and then they show his progress, and he barely had the header started. So I'm like, damn, this is exactly what I need. So I dabbled with building landing pages and websites for clients using ClickFunnels for about 2 years back in late 2016. So eventually I was like, I had my clients paid for their own ClickFunnels account. So now I make 40% recurring commission every single month on their account. So they're paying $297. I'm making $118 per client per month. So I got really attracted to the affiliate model, and honestly chasing down clients for content and pay and just, their website and their marketing wasn't a priority to them. And I didn't want to care about their business more than them. So I said, I need to make a switch. So I left my restaurant job back in November. So that was about 7 months ago. And I was pursuing clients full time. And I left the job because I struggled for like 2 years. I wanted to leave this job. I knew I wanted to leave it, but I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. At the time, I had 6 clients. I had about it was a little over $10,000 in contracts that I had sent out. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to collect on these. I could leave my job. So I left. And then I found out the hard way that agency is not hard. It's not that easy when you're working with, crap clients. And I had crap clients. So I ended up negative my bank account. Actually, while I met you at Funnel Hacking Live, I was negative my bank account. Someone paid for me to go to Funnel Hacking Live. Like I was struggling. I got home from Funnel Hacking Live and I just said, I'm going to take action. I'm going to start a community and I'm going to create offers. So I guess you asked me about my business model now is it's pretty much full-blown affiliate marketing for ClickFunnels. I took my Facebook group and I created an offer around joining the One Funnel Away Challenge, which for me, I think anyone starting out in marketing should go through that challenge because it's changed everything for me. It helped me discover my message. It helped me discover my offer creation skills and create offers around opportunities. And that's my main focus now.
That's awesome, man. And you've seen some really staggering success, I would say, in a really short amount of time. And I would attribute it to the amount of action that you're taking because, I've, like you said, we met, what was this, about 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah. In Nashville, Tennessee at an event called Funnel Hacking Live. digital marketing event. And since then, man, you've just gone through the roof multiple times. I've been watching from the sideline, really just kind of cheering you on, silently, but you're killing it, dude. You're doing a really good job. And also the training that you provide is second to none. I mean, you teach people how to build the websites and how to create offers. And, it's interesting. So for those out there that are, thinking about starting some kind of business on the side, maybe, or jumping into becoming an entrepreneur, like, is affiliate marketing kind of the avenue that you would recommend? And then can you explain sort of what that looks like a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. And I thank you for that. I appreciate you saying all that. And yeah, so I think starting out, it's not the easiest, but I've had success because of the action that I took. And I'll be honest, like when I started my Facebook group, I'm like, who am I to start a Facebook group? There's already literally thousands of groups teaching the same exact thing that I'm teaching. But when you discover your message and you start talking about the things you're scared to talk about, right? They call it the obstacle is the way. I never used to talk about my debt. I hated people knowing I'm in debt. I hated people knowing I didn't finish college. Now, when I speak about this thing, people message me every day like, wow, Doug, like I'm in the same situation. I'm negative my accounts. I'm in debt. I'm struggling. Like I want to do what you do. And I'm like, well, it is work, but you just got to, commit to yourself and take that action. So when I started my Facebook group, I just went all in. I wanted to go every day and provide value. And I said, who's my dream client? People that will take the 1 Funnel Away challenges are business owners, entrepreneurs, who wants help with marketing, right? And I said, what would they want to help them? And I know what they want because I'm their avatar. So back when I first found Clickfunnels, I kind of struggled with it. It's an easy to use software, but like anything, it's a learning curve. And I said, when I figure this out, I'm going to put together free training and I'm going to give it away. And I did that. I created a course, Sales Funnel Mastery, to teach how to use ClickFunnels and how to monetize it. 5 different ways to do that. That's by doing design and selling your funnels, providing service to local businesses as an agency, selling info products like a course or something you could create and put your knowledge into a members area and sell that. Physical product with e-commerce, and then lastly, affiliate marketing. And I love the affiliate marketing model because anyone could get started for no, you don't have to have a product, you don't have to have much capital, and you just kind of create that offer and give people an incentive to buy that product through you, and then you provide value. So for me, it was selling the 1 Funnel Away challenge, where I made $100 per person that signed up to that challenge, and I was able to sell over 600 people into that challenge. And get placed at the top of the leaderboard for the ClickFunnels 1 Funnel Away Challenge competition or the contest. So now we get to spend a weekend with Russell Brunson and McCall in a few months. So I'm really pumped about that. So that's that. I mean, if you're ready and I did this with no paid ads. So if you're ready to step up, create a community and create an offer and a system, it becomes very easy to scale.
That's awesome, man. And, I love like what you said is the ability to create a group and get people of like mind, together in one place where you can actually provide that value. And then you, through doing that, you can offer, like you say, other tools and softwares and stuff out there that can help them get to their goals. And by just making that simple recommendation, you can get paid as an affiliate. So I love that business model. I think it's really smart as well. For anybody that's interested in becoming, a business owner or entrepreneur, learning online business, whatever it may be, like the affiliate route is a great route to go. So that actually kind of leads me into the next topic that I want to discuss with you, which is like digital marketing and social media and really just kind of the landscape in general. I mean, a lot of this, like the Facebook groups and, doing like webinars and stuff like this, like these kinds of things would not have been available even 5-10 years ago. So I feel like the internet has really changed the game in a way. What are your thoughts on just like the digital marketing scene, the landscape, and then what's exciting you about the future of it?
Yeah. So, you think about it, if you want to do digital marketing, every business owner should be doing something online, whether it's social media content, offering their services to a broader audience. And the thing is, they need these tools, whether it's ClickFunnels or lead pages or whatever. You're going to need some kind of software to automate your marketing. Everyone should be doing email marketing, even text message marketing, things like that, running contests. So I think digital marketing is really just getting started. I see it becoming more of offering value and creating offers to their audience, not just selling. And I think that's the place I see it going. And kind of for people that are doing this kind of thing, affiliate marketing is the start, but it's definitely not the finish line. It's going to become, it's for me at least, it's my primary income. I passed six figures through just ClickFunnels affiliate payments alone, which is crazy because I've never made that much money in a year of my life, never mind 6 months. And it's just getting started. But my next move, I think I'm going to actually, it's already almost launched. I have my free course, but I also have an upgraded paid version where I go really in depth into 6 modules. So now I've gone from affiliate marketer to course creator and impactor, because now I can have real impact, teach people to do the things I've been doing without paid ads. Because right now, everyone wants to teach paid ads and sell solo ads and like these just crap. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I don't mean to throw rocks at it, but people spending their money on solo ads, I hurt for them. And I know that it can work, but you're going to spend a lot of money. So I really preach organic marketing without spending dollars until you have your message and you have your offer and it's working organically without paid ads. Then you could go ahead and scale it through Facebook ads and Google ads, things like that. So I think that overall, the landscape of digital marketing is going to be, creating great offers and sales messages before you go and scale it via paid ads.
Yeah, I like that concept of growing organically and then seeing if it works, and if it works, then scale it with with the paid advertisement. And for anyone listening, organically just simply means free, right? So it's just like just viral growth, if you will, or word of mouth as people share your stuff around. Is there any tips or advice that you would give to someone starting out? Like, what are for organic growth? What are some things that they should focus on?
Yeah, well, me, like I preach Facebook groups because I get people joining my group every day without much, at this point, in the beginning it's work, but now Facebook shows my group organically for free in the side column, like suggested groups, and they show it to my avatar. Like if people, they know what I'm producing in my group, they know the content I'm putting out, and they know you because it's Facebook. So they're going to put out, they're going to show you groups you're likely to join. So I got people, my dream avatar joining my group every day for free. So, that's pretty cool. And, now that I've got that down, I'm producing content and I'm just uploading that to YouTube, creating a YouTube following because that's free. And if you tag it the right way and you put the right SEO and titles, people are going to search and find you, and then you link that to your group. So my whole goal with Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, everything points to my group. In my group, I create offers to my audience. It's basically an email list that's active every single day. You might send an email list out to somebody and 10% of people open it, but I know my group members are seeing my content because they're on Facebook. That's where they are.
That's smart, man. And I love that you've got multiple avenues kind of going into it's a funnel really, but
it's a funnel. Yeah.
A singular place, which is your Facebook group. And, for anyone out there, like, don't get overwhelmed. Doug says he's on Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Like, you don't have to do all of those things all at once. Just find the system that works for you and just start producing content. Get out there, sharing your message. Like you said, share the obstacles that you're facing in life, because that's really what gets people to connect with you. I mean, I love that you mentioned once you started sharing the fact that you had debts and, the student loans, all of a sudden all these people come out of the woodwork because they relate to you. They're in that situation, and people are tired of seeing the PR version of you. They want to see the real you. They want to know authentically what's going on, and that's what really people resonate with. So get out there, create content that shows your authentic self, and then creates value for people in whatever industry or market or practice you have.
Yeah.
But, by all means, just get started, right?
That's right. And to touch real quick on being overwhelmed and starting all those, like I'm not even there. I mentioned Pinterest, interest, and YouTube. I'm actually like literally 6 months later in the process of starting that. So the only reason I'm starting is now I have all these videos in my group that I could repurpose. So, and I'm at the fortunate place where I have the income to hire somebody to help me with that. Right. So it's like the who, right? Find the who to help you, because you should be focused on content and revenue generating ideas for your business, right? And then have the people that help you. So, and I know when I first started the Facebook group, I was concerned about what to produce as content, right? But I'll tell you exactly what I did. I signed up for the One Fall Away Challenge. And guess what? Now I'm being taught new things every single day. What did I do? I just recapped those 2-hour trainings into 15-minute segments and just made a presentation. So if you don't want to be on camera, just make a little slide deck with Google Slides or PowerPoint. And you don't have to be on the screen. Just show your notes and just talk them through your notes. So you're going to know what to say because it's right in front of you. And my first 30 videos were that. I hardly got on camera. Then I got more comfortable, and then I got on camera, and then I started teaching different things. And you'll never run out of things to create because you're always learning too. Like, read a book, present that chapter every morning to your group for 5 minutes. What'd you learn in that chapter? Like, you'll never run out of content. People tell me all the time, I don't know what to present to my group. Oh my goodness, there's so much. What'd you learn today? What'd you struggle with today? Like, I'm doing a training tonight on struggling, like when getting stuck and overwhelmed, and like 6 things you could do to get out of that, right? So I'm being vulnerable, like, hey guys, I've been stuck. I'm there. Like, relate to them and then go teach them how to deal with that.
That's awesome, man. That's such great advice. Just, yeah, take your time, get started little by little. And then, if something is a little tough for you, like you said, getting in front of video, there's other alternatives, so that's awesome, man. But yeah, get started today, right? Best time to plan go. Next best time is today. So
yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, let's go ahead and take one more sort of detour. I want to ask you a little bit about the work-life balance. I know lately, you've been really, really busy scaling out your business. So I'm sure there's not a whole lot of balance going on for you, but tell us, how does that work for you? What do you use to manage the work and then your life and what you've got going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually have become very organized. You're going to realize you have to, or you're going to go crazy if you don't. So a couple tools I use, and it's free. It's Google. I've become super organized on my calendar. I have become super organized in my Google Drive through folders and systems there. And then I use tools like Asana, or I used to use Trello. I moved to Asana because they have a different couple of features that I like. And what that allows you to do is create lists for not only you, but if you have anyone on your team. Like, I just hired my brother, Jeremy. So he helps me out here while he's in college on summer break. And he's been killing it. So it's cool. So we have a folder for him, my list of things to do, and you can break that out into days of the week. So I would say just structuring your day on when you want to work, what you're doing for that time frame, like really break it down day by day, and then allow for time on your calendar to go do things. Like, I don't start my workday till noon. I'm not a morning person. I like to sleep in. I don't sleep all the way till noon, but I wake up and I go to the beach or go on a hike. I try to get out of the house. First thing I do is get out of the house, go and do something active, whether it's a gym. I went for a swim yesterday morning. I was going to go to the gym today, and I'm sore from swimming all day. I swam a lot. But yeah, you got to get out there and do what you love and just not be all about work. But the cool thing is, you're going to realize, like, when you're doing these things, you get your best ideas. Like, then you come home ready to work, noon to 5 every day I work. And then, some nights I try to make time and go out and see family and friends, but I always end up back at the desk at one point or other.
Yeah. Once you start doing something you love, it's hard to not do it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, man. And, one thing you mentioned, which I just want to point on real quick, I believe is super important, is the self-awareness. Okay. So, for you, you're not a morning person, and that, like, you like to sleep in, and that being aware of that gives you, I think, mental health in a way. Like, it allows you to be authentic and be who you are, and then utilize the day to its best potential, And so don't try to, like, force yourself into fitting someone else's schedule, but being aware of how you work best. And if you're a morning person, if you're a night person, like, create your schedule around that time, and stay organized, obviously, is going to help you as well. Cool, man. So let me ask, looking back on your journey, what's some advice you would give yourself, like, 5 years ago, or maybe,
oh my God,
like 5 years ago, man? Look back, and sitting where you are today, what would you tell yourself?
I mean, I have no problem starting when I did, because I think everything happens for a reason, but I wish I started sooner. I actually am in the process of starting a blog, and my podcast will eventually launch. I'm calling it 2 years notice, because from the moment I knew I wanted to give my notice, it took me 2 years to man up and just do the damn thing. And oh my God, like when your back's against the wall and I'm not saying go quit your job, but for me, when my back was against the wall and I was negative my account, almost getting ready to go ask for weekend shifts at the restaurant again, I knew I couldn't do that, and I had to make something work. So you go from surviving to thriving, because now you have to make it happen. Like, you're not going to fail. The average person is not just going to give up. So, I mean, yeah, I would just tell myself to get out and start now, and just think about what your goals are for, let's say, the year. Some people go a little bit further. I like to think about the year. Of course, I have a 5-year plan, but my year is what I focus on. And then you think about, your numbers, and it's an equation. You think about, hey, I want to do $1 million this year. That means I have to sell 1,000 copies of my course. That means I have to sell, at least 50 copies a month. And that means I have to do this per week. So break it down backwards. What do you want to do this year? Doesn't have to be monetary. It could be personal goals, business goals, or it could even just be, financial goals, right? And then you think about it and you work backwards. So think about all the things you have to do this month, this week, break it down into your day, and then schedule it and stick to it. Because I know for me, I look at my schedule some days and I'm like, oh, damn, this is overwhelming. But just take it one at a time. That's it. One at a time, and you're good to go.
Awesome, man. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today and sharing the insight and wisdom, brother. I appreciate having you on the show. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you, how they can learn more about sales funnels, and what you got going on in your world.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you having me on here. I just think it's real quick. It's awesome, the relationships that you get from connecting with people. So meeting you at Funnel Hacking Live, it's just cool to be here months later and, helping each other on our journey. So I think it's super important. But yeah, you guys could follow me on, I'm on Facebook. My group is called Sales Funnel Mastery, and it's a free group. I go live weekly with new trainings and offers, like PDFs, cool things that are going to help you in your business. So, and I'm on my journey. I'm learning new things. So as I find these things and these systems to help me, I'm sharing them with the people. I want to see people succeed. I want to see them go out there and, do what they're meant to do here, and have that impact, trickle down through them as well. So.
Awesome, Doug. Awesome. Well, I will link that below for sure, as well as your website, and make sure that you guys go check out Doug and what he's got going on. He can definitely help you in your journey to entrepreneurism, becoming a successful entrepreneur. And so, yeah, thanks again, Doug. I really appreciate you, man. We will catch you in the next one.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening, guys. Thank you, Corey, for having me. Appreciate you, brother.